Hi, I just wanted to take a moment to thank our sponsors at overdogsbet.com. Make sure to head over to overdogsbet.com/beta for early beta access and free play. Hey, what's up, guys? Platinum Mike Perry here with Overdogs Podcast. Today's episode was with our guest, Jamahal Hill, UFC champion at time. We got to speak with him about his life leading up to his career in martial arts, his mindset outside of fighting, and who he is as a person, and just so much more. So check out the episode, Overdogs Podcast.
People look at it as like I'm a knockout guy, but I'm a martial art. I'm a champion for a reason. I didn't come in just one dimension. I don't think I can just go in and punch everybody to sleep. And I understand that I'm gonna have to be versatile in my game.
Do you think you're disrespected a little bit in that aspect?
Disrespected in every aspect, bro.
I love it.
Got me fucked up. When I came into this shit sparring pros. There wasn't no like amateurs like that in my gym. So I was jumping in deep with the pros from the jump. I've been fighting my whole life. I've been comfortable with violence. I've been comfortable with situations that's more dangerous than us knuckling up and you beating me up. I wasn't gonna speak on this really too much, but fuck it, we're gonna talk about it, bro.
Yo, what's up? It's Platinum Mike Perry. We're here with the Overdogs Podcast, episode 18. Here with Ice Bagz and Mac Malley. What's up, fellas?
All good, brother. All good. Glad to be back.
Yes, sir. All right, good to be here. We talking to a legendary guy today, a Mr. Jamahal Hill. I still consider him the champion at 205. He had to give up the belt due to injury, and he'll be coming back for it. And he fights like an animal, like a dog, or maybe a lion, whatever animal you need to be that champion at 205. We all know how long Jon Jones held that title. Crazy. Wasn't I saw somebody said Jon Jones was at UFC 100, 200, and he could be fighting on 300, and he's still the champion. All that time, he's pretty much been champion. The only guy in history to do that. Man,
what 14 years or some shit like that? Like, that's insane. 14 years being champion.
What a legend. No
I
one in
heard
history
his
of combat.
Yeah, I heard his rehab is going really well, and he's ahead of schedule as well. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, pretty insane what happened.
A week before the fight?
John shows up to everything for years, and then at least they got video of it. We saw that motherfucking titty tear.
Oh yeah.
Saw that bitch.
Yeah, that whole shit rolls up in there too.
Wait, sorry guys. I didn't. How come no one else has been talking about that? Like, it's all been about Jim Miller. Because Jim Miller was on UFC 100. I forgot Jon Jones fought that dude like Jake O'Brien on UFC 100. So UFC 100, Jim Miller and Jon Jones. UFC 200, Jon Jones and Jim Miller. You got to get both those motherfuckers on UFC 300.
Jim Miller's a fucking
Those would be the
legend,
only two
dude.
guys.
He's still out there getting.
And he's fighting like next week. Why the fuck would they do that?
And he's showing people up. He's got the most wins in UFC history?
Yeah.
Most of it. Oh no, he's got most wins.
I thought it was most wins on his last
Well,
one.
he's got most
fights.
I think he's most fights.
Sure. Yeah, he beat Bisping, I think, for most fights.
Huh.
UFC stats. But yeah, legend.
So Mac, why don't you run us through some of the upcoming cards? I know we hadn't talked about some of these cards in a while. I know there's a bunch of good ones coming up.
Yeah, how are you guys enjoying the UFC drought, man? It's gonna be a month.
Good.
Is it?
After that fucking show in Vegas, this shit was boring watching Kobe and Leon suck each other off the whole time.
Fair enough. I was there. I barely remember that fight. It was good up until like 2 fights before that. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't hardly watch any of it because we had a watch party and everybody was there was 70 people in there hanging out, so we were just drinking and talking. And Mike gets back from the fight and I see him later. I'm like, Mike, how was the fights? And he was like, fucking boring, sucked. I was like, all right.
Yeah, bro. But am I tripping? It was good up until the last few fights, and it just got boring. But anyway, the fights coming up. We mentioned yesterday. I think Rampage came on right when we started talking about this. But Bo Nickel returns. He's fighting Brundage. So, what do you guys think about that one?
What date is that?
That's UFC 300, April 12th or 13th. So they're showcasing him again.
I think Bo Nickel has a lot going for himself. I think he's got a lot ahead of him. I think he's smart about the whole thing. I think they are smart about the whole thing as far as what fights he gets, how to promote him, how to let him take his time. They're not going to push him too fast. Bo's the real deal, I guess, because when you have that wrestling game and the MMA, and he's got some hands. I know he has hands because he hit my friend Valentine, and Valentine's tough, man. He's a little tank. So, when you have that ability to get on top of people, like that's John Jones. His wrestling has always been his most dominant factor. He shut down Daniel Cormier in wrestling. It's wild to watch. So and we haven't even seen Bo in a scrap. He keeps just winning.
Yeah, they're all like 60 seconds or less.
Fuck.
Literally, I mean, it's been insane.
Really good,
he choked dude out in like a minute, and then he knocked your boy out. But what I loved about, especially for somebody that doesn't have that many pro fights under their belts, right? I mean, of course, he has a ton of wrestling in his career, but he doesn't have that many pro fights. What, 5 maybe? And the way when he hit him with that, I think it was the right, but he didn't attack too quick. You know what I mean? He kind of bounced back out, waited for him to recover and come at him, and then he hit him with the other one. And I was like, that's like some high level IQ shit in the moment.
Absolutely.
It was fast. It was smart. He obviously is doing well, man. So shout out to Bo. Congratulations to him. We want to see you keep winning, man. USA all the way.
Absolutely. What else we got coming up? We got in the February card. You got Ilya and Volk.
You got Ilya and Volk coming up.
Who else is on that card, Matt?
On February?
Yeah.
Whitaker Costa. Ooh. So they rebooked that, which it's hard right now to get. I know, Mike. I want to get. It's so hard to get that stoked with the way Costa kind of figured. I don't have to fight and go all the way through fight week and say, nah, because he's done this before. But yeah, that's a banger if we can get him in the fucking cage.
You know what's sad though is we're sitting here wondering if that's going to happen. Like every time he fucking fights, like it's annoying.
My soul says what Mike just said, but my brain's like, well, we'll wait until fight week to get pumped. But
I don't know. I think we see that, but Whitaker's been looking mentally sharp. He looks like he knows what he's up against, obviously, and the fight matchups. MMA math. Like they both fought Adesanya. They both Whitaker had a couple fights with Adesanya. We know what happened. They both got beat up by Adesanya, which is crazy. Whitaker is a more upstanding type of guy, doesn't really talk shit. Costa is actually funny. He's like a Twitter OG legend over there, low key. Like he posts memes every day. Yeah. Pretty funny with it.
He knows how to use Twitter for sure.
Yeah. Right. So that's tough, man. I think Costa could point him. I think Whitaker could point Costa. But Costa, I've been waiting to see him fight since Adesanya, right? He hasn't fought since then?
Who?
Costa.
Both of them have only fought once.
He fought Luke Rockhold.
Yeah, and it was a fucking banger. That's who sent him over to BKFC for you, whoop his ass. Yeah. And then that's it.
Because I think Mike ragged him on Costa beating the shit out of him.
I think I said something about I beat him faster.
Yeah,
he
right.
went to decision.
You didn't go
with
through
Costa.
nearly as much trouble. That was a banger too, bro. He had to go dog mode. And then Whitaker just got smoked by Drickus, though.
That was insane. With a jab.
Dude, right?
The South African power is real, bro. Because I didn't think Duplessis had shown anything to be spectacular. And Whitaker, I thought, might touch him up and be the martial artist. And
I
Duplessis
thought Whitaker
just
would
was
Whitaker
like,
him.
I'm a dog. And he came in there and jabbed him to the ground and then just crawled all over him. That's insane.
Yeah, that was one of the most. It'd be one thing if he just caught him with one shot. Like, oh, shit. Not lucky shot, but one shot, walk-off type shit. No, bro, he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, that
and
makes
Whitaker
me
has shown
think
time
Costa,
and time again.
That makes me think Costa's probably going to be too strong for Whitaker.
Yeah, it just depends on what Rob looks like. What fucked
You're
up
right.
Rob? It was just that jab, right? It was like that
was
one
a
jab
jab.
he hurt him with, and he just never recovered because he got swarmed.
Is Duplessis
Bro, if you hurt
southpaw?
Whitaker with a jab, that's a fucking good jab.
That's a fucking good jab. That's a fucking good jab. He went to war with Romero, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how to predict that one. I'm not even pretend like I do. On their best days, Whitaker should win that. But jeez.
Yeah, too many unknowns on that one, really.
Yeah, it's all bro.
Like how
science.
rusty is Costa, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, does he even show up?
does he get in the octagon?
What other fights are on that card?
I'm going on 298. Ooh, I'm not really sure. Let me check. But we were just chilling with Aljo. He's fighting Calvin Kattar at UFC 300, I think. Yeah, 300. No.
That's a good fight.
300.
Calvin Kattar
Yeah, that's
and
a banger.
Aljo.
That's a bit of a.
They really stacking that 300 card, huh?
They're going to try. They need to. We should ask Jamal what he thinks about, like, what are they going to do for a main event? Because it's still, when it comes down to, like, the 100 cards, it needs something big, dude.
Yeah.
Like Nate Diaz.
Because, Connor's been rumored but hasn't been done. I don't think John's going to be back in time, is he?
No.
Didn't he have like an
I would-
8-month recovery? No, he won't be back in time.
I'd be shocked if John,
No,
if
he
they
won't.
came out of nowhere with that.
He's not going to rush that.
No. It sucks because you could technically get Aspinall on there, probably no problem. He's not hurt. So that would have worked out, but not on Jones' end.
Yeah.
Okay.
They need to let him fight now.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Merab versus Henry Cejudo. How'd I forget about that fight? That's on the Taporia card. That's number 2 versus number 3.
That's a good one. That's interesting.
That is a good one.
That's
Rob,
interesting.
his last outing, he was, what he had, 50 takedowns?
It's something like that dude's a machine, bro. Literally.
Insane. And that's Aljo's number 1 training partner.
Ooh, I don't know
Surprised to see
who I'd
him
take.
not be able to get his hands on Sugar Sean in their matchup. It just, he looked right at that right hand. Oh my
Just-
goodness.
Watched it.
Little distance miscalculation on the reach there. And just got caught with that counter.
That one was almost as surprising, almost as Whitaker losing to Drickus. Like the way Sean just caught him like that. I'm not used to seeing Aljo go down like that. at
For
all.
the title too, that was crazy. But
Yeah. Shout out to Sean.
I tell you this, man. We need to get Aljo on here though, for sure. Because when I talked to him at Dre's that night, fucking
Cool ass
nicest guy, legit,
yeah.
the nicest guy. Talked to him and his wife for like an hour.
Fuck yeah.
he kind of looks like he's trying to figure out where he went wrong and like why that happened. And I know he trains like crazy. I know he puts all the time in, extra rounds on the mat. I'm sure he works everything, the boxing, the I know he's great at jiu-jitsu. One of the best players in the UFC at jiu-jitsu. His ground game is solid. I was gonna say something. I forget a lot of things.
We're going through a lot of shit though. Like we're bouncing from like 298 to 300 back to we're all over the place. It's all of us, bro. We all have collective ADHD. It's all good. Well, so who would you
Keep us
take?
on track, Mac.
All right, Merab versus Henry Cejudo. That's actually like, dude. Usually you would hate a fight where you're like, these two guys are like known as kind of laying prayers. They're not necessarily because they're very active with their ground game, but that's what makes this one fun as fuck. Like this could be for a title shot.
Or it could be for Cejudo to bounce back up to the top because he come back
Exactly.
in. He took a little L and he's trying to shoot back up off Merab, and Merab's main focus is the wrestling. Cejudo is an Olympic wrestler. He's not just going to get taken down 50 times, let alone not even 8 times, not even 5 times probably. You're going to fight for every takedown. And then it's like Cejudo is one of the masterminds of the sport, the way that he has really placed himself in the middle of all of it. With Instagram, with videos, with breakdowns, with all of these things. And, you know, I see Cejudo kind of teaching him a lesson. Now, I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. Merab might understand all of that and then come in to fight Cejudo. But Cejudo is also Mexican, so he can take a punch. His wrestling is Olympic level, so he's not getting taken down like that. It's gonna be a drag out fight, probably 3 5-minute rounds, and if something happens in the third round, someone gets caught, someone lands on someone's back, something like that. But it's probably gonna be a really close fight.
You think it could be one of those that turns into more of like a stand-up match, you know? Because it's like when everybody expects, you know what I mean? When everybody expects one thing, it always tends to go the other way.
Do you know why I think that is? And Mike, I'd like to get your take on this. The reason, and I've said this before, and people go like, "That's not true. That doesn't happen." Yeah, it fucking does. Like, watch Damian Maia versus Ben Askren. Did they wrestle? Not at fucking all, bro. Like, you see other fights where it's almost like they either don't want to find out they're not as good as they think they are, or they're not the best at that in the division. Colby and Kamaru is a perfect example. Their first fight. Just slobber knocker on the feet. Do you think they just don't want to find out they're not as good at wrestling as they have, you know, portrayed themselves, or they think that they are? Like, they're scared to test themselves and find out, oh, there is a better wrestler out there. That's why this fight's so interesting. Like, I could 100% see them just duke it out on the feet, because both of them are thinking, you're obviously going to shoot. No, you're going to shoot. Well, I'm not going to shoot because I don't want to get stuffed by, you know, someone who's not Olympian. Does that play with people's minds, you think, bro?
Introducing the great Jamahal Hill, the UFC light heavyweight champion from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And his ceiling fan. What's up, champ?
What's going on? Hey, man, y'all ain't tell me I had to download an app and all that other extra shit.
I didn't know you had to.
I didn't know you did either. You telling us?
I thought that everybody just clicks the link. They ain't had to download the app.
I think if you're on your phone, you have to download the app.
All type of shit.
Well, we appreciate you, bro. What's good, man?
What's good?
It's a party.
Hey, man, did you have a good time at Dre's with us?
Oh, yeah, bro. That shit was lit, bro.
Good.
I heard after I left. Party, man. I heard after I left, you was just standing on stage like, who wants to fight?
Nah.
Hey,
good to see you, man. How's recovery coming along, brother?
It's coming along good, man. It's coming along good. It's getting strong. Just chopping at the bit, bro. It's just a slow process, bro. You know what I mean? You got to take it like a day at a time, literally. There ain't no way around it. It's like just repetitive as shit. So
was it a full tear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a full tear.
Damn.
Yeah.
What date you looking at? As far as like being like 100%.
I mean, ain't really no date. To like look at that, is just working at it and seeing how I get there, seeing how I progress as it goes along. You know, just testing the numbers. I'm out here in Vegas. I'm with the PI and everything, and I'm monitoring my recovery with them.
That lady be poking you with them acupuncture needles, and she be shocking you with them.
Bro. Yeah,
you like that shit?
Needles. Nah, I don't like this shit, but it works.
That shit hurts, bro. I remember
hey,
that.
Man, modern medicine's a thing. ACL used to be like a fucking, 12, 18-month recovery process back in the day. So
No, I didn't tear my ACL. I tore my Achilles.
Oh, you tore your Achilles. Yeah, that's even worse than an ACL.
Wait, so what's the
How?
timetable on the return?
How did
They
you do
actually,
that?
they actually needle that motherfucker. They actually stick a needle in like my surgery. Right. They needle it. I get that shit needled.
That
Oh,
Achilles is sensitive too, boy.
Yeah.
How'd you tear it?
I was hooping.
Oh, you were hooping?
I was hooping, and then like I just went to go like kind of step around instead of just a normal step, like normal push off step to like go and like spring to the ball and yeah, bro, it just like kind of I went down. At first, it felt like somebody had like stepped on the back of my leg, and I went down like I had pulled. Brunson was the one that was holding me or whatever, so like he kind of fell too. So I didn't know if he fell on my or what was happening, if I rolled it or what. Then when I stood up, you feel like a burning sensation, kind of like up the back of your leg, and then it felt like I had high heel on. It felt like I couldn't get my heel to the ground, but my heel
You
was
probably couldn't because that shit rolls up, don't it?
it did mine
Shit like
didn't
rolls.
roll up like that. I
No.
think the gap was maybe like that,
Oh, okay.
like a 2-inch gap or some shit like that.
Now, did you ball growing up? Did you play like in college or high school? Ball?
Nah, I didn't go to. I had like I was gonna go play in college, but like I ain't have like I ain't had the steam and shit like that I wanted to have. I didn't feel like I had the opportunities that I wanted and all of that, and it was just kind of like I was kind of done with like the team sport thing, right? Like don't get me wrong, I like being a part of a team and things like that, and going out there and getting it, executing together and getting the job done, but I'd rather my success be all on my shoulders, not because this motherfucker mad because he got into it with his girl today, or he don't want to help this motherfucker do this assignment because he got a problem with him. He said something that he don't like. Like
the
that
one
shit.
time that reminds me. One time I played basketball in Grand Rapids, 2-on-2. Me and my homie, I was staying in his crib in Grand Rapids. We played 2-on-2 against these dudes at the street court. And we won, bro. It was like, I think we was playing to 11 or 15, and we won by like a point or two. And
He was definitely in Grand Rapids.
now look, it was for $10. It was for $10. And when we won, they was like, the dudes was like, "No, we ain't finna pay you." And I was like, "No, fuck that, bro. I'm about to fight these people." And my boy is like, "No, Mike, chill, bro. He's just a hooper." And I was like, "No, bro, fuck that. I'm about to fight this dude." He put his hands in his pants and he pulled crack out of his ass and he gave it to his friend so he could fight me. And he didn't want to drop the crack. He was holding the crack in his ass so he could sell it to the rock heads, bro. I swear to God, bro, this happened.
But
Am I-
when did you ever been in Grand Rapids? What park was you at?
I don't know. It was Grand Rapids, though.
You sure?
Yes, it was Grand
I ain't
Rapids,
never
bro.
seen no niggas just walking around with crack up their ass.
Well, you wouldn't see it, Jamal. You wouldn't
That's
see
the
it. That's
point.
the
You're
point.
not gonna see it, bro. They walking around, they selling that shit, and they just pull a couple rocks out and give it to him, bro.
All right, Mike. I got to be honest with you. You're my homie. I love
not
you.
like some
But if you
flex
ever
shit.
pull crack out your ass, I'm not holding it.
No,
I'm
it
not
wasn't
holding it at
me,
that point.
bro. It was him. I was trying
I
to
know.
fight this dude. I was like 15. I'm pretty sure dude was like 17, 18. I don't know. I might have been younger than 15, but
What was you doing in Grand Rapids?
I was at my friend's house just visiting him. We grew up in Flint together, and his family, his mama moved to Grand Rapids, and I went out there to go hang out with them, and we was playing ball at the court down the street. It was like a block down the street, bro. There was a corner store. Damn, I can't remember. I'm gonna ask him though. I'm gonna ask him, and I'll send you where we was at when I ask him.
Alright.
All I know is if I'm about to scrap with some dude,
Jamal's like, nah.
he's trying to figure out exactly where it's at.
I swear.
Someone's reaching like into their ass
Hey,
before they
because
fight. I'm gonna be pretty concerned.
Out his ass to fight.
No, I was like, what's he doing, bro? What's he doing? He gonna shoot me? Why
Keep
the
his gun in there, right,
Why the
bro?
gun so deep? Like,
That's what I'm wondering, bro. It's not a gun. What's he about to pull out?
The problem is, man, you don't want to be getting a fight and the crack actually busts open in your ass. Then you fucked.
That's
like
or you
why,
fight better.
why
I
didn't
don't
he
know.
think he was just gonna beat me easy enough
What
to
happens
just
is-
keep the crack up in there? Why he had to pull it out? I don't know, but because you from Michigan, are you a gambler? I want to know.
I gamble. Yeah, I guess I.
We
I
used to shoot dice. We used to shoot craps.
All that.
I be on Bovada betting NBA, NFL, UFC,
quarters, all that.
boxing. I be betting all of that. And I be
You ever
losing
play-
my ass. What's that?
You ever played quarters?
Quarters.
from-
Like the drinking game quarters?
There's a couple.
No, not the quarters. So in middle school and shit, we used to gamble. We had this game called quarters. Now I didn't play it much because it typically to me was fucking stupid, right?
Huh.
So if both of them landed on, I think if both of them landed on heads, one of y'all got paid. If both of them landed on tails, the other one got paid. If it landed on one and the other, nobody got paid.
Huh.
Well,
No, I
really
never
used to-
played that. You played Tunk?
What?
Tunk?
Tunk?
Yeah.
Bro, shut up, bro. I ain't played
Yeah,
that
Tunk,
shit.
bro. Yes.
Bro, come on, man. Hell yeah, I played that shit.
Hell yeah. That's the shit.
Wow, bro.
It's been a minute, huh? You haven't played no more.
Yeah, that's that Midwest shit.
Yeah,
it's
I've
been
never
a
heard of
minute,
that. What's
bro.
that one?
Minute.
What's that one?
You don't know
It's been
Tunk.
a-
So Tunk is lowest hand wins.
Yeah. It's card game.
Oh,
So you get 5 cards, and there's lots of shit. Like you can blind flip drop and be like, oh, whatever I got. If you got 49 or 50 on the first one, so you're high, you win. And then if you got like, if you got 20 or 21 or something like that, you really low for your first 5 cards. And if you got 3 of a kind or like all diamond, all spade, all club, or all heart of
You
like
still
a
play
6,
this
7,
shit,
8.
bro. I'm trying to remember how to play
He
this
must.
shit. I just remember playing Tunk.
it sounds
Yeah,
way
bro.
more complicated than I imagined.
I'm trying to gamble, bro.
Hey, I know this. I'm not going to get suckered into that shit with Mike now.
Yeah, that was one of them games we used to play back like when we was kids, like sitting at the table and shit. I had 4, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bet your lunch money. You come up that day, or you go home. You go to lunch hungry that day. You got to steal somebody's French fries.
We did that with a game called Squash, but no one seems
We
to know
got free
what that
lunch.
is.
Free lunch.
Oh, that's what's up.
All of it was free shit.
No, I used to get true. I feel you. I used to get I don't know if my parents ever had me on free lunch, even though
Shit,
we
my mom
damn
had
sure
us on-
in Michigan, we damn sure had EBT.
Oh, 100%. We had that
Hell
too.
yeah.
Look, if it was a program that could be signed up, my mom signed up for that motherfucker.
Hey,
Is semi-pro the most?
Conor McGregor was on food stamps.
True that.
He ain't anymore.
Look at him now.
That's right.
What we got,
Hey,
man? We
shoot,
talk-
Mac. I know you had a question.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
What's that?
Yeah, Mac, you had a
No,
question.
I'm just
Go
curious.
ahead.
You guys talking about hooping in Michigan and shit made me think of, dude, is Semi-Pro the most underrated like sports movie ever? Movie's so fucking good, dude. No one talks about that shit.
It's pretty funny, man. Will Ferrell's always funny.
Playing
It
Trump.
was funny.
I love that one.
Tropics. Ellie.
Yeah,
Everybody
everybody
love
love
everybody.
everybody. God damn it. Yeah, that's a good ass movie. Sorry. No one ever talks about that movie, man. I feel like it got forgot.
So
Anyway.
Jamal, we
I want
be
to know
talking.
because I think you got like one of the.
We be
were talking
talking fights on here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let Josh go, but I was just going to say that we're going to break down some cards and get your gambling picks on some of these fights, which you might like.
So I was gonna say this. You got one of the sickest fucking nicknames. Where did that come from? I love that Sweet Dreams.
What do you
Sweet
do?
Dreams? Shit, I was I done told this story like man, I told it a lot of times at this point.
Don't get tired of it, bro.
I was at my first amateur fight. I didn't have a fight name. We like sitting there. We were fighting at a club, and like we sitting there, and then like the Beyonce song came on. You can be a sweet dream or a beautiful night.
That's bad.
Hey, and my boy, hey, one of my teammates was like, bro, you should be the nightmare, or you should be the nightmare, or whatever. And it was like, I was like, nah, Diego Sanchez was already the nightmare. You know what I mean? So it was like, then it was like, well, he's like, do Sweet Dreams. So I put Sweet Dreams down, and then I went in and knocked the dude out, like knocked him out cold in like 40-something seconds. So it kind of stuck from there.
Yeah, I love that nickname. It's so sick.
That's a good story too.
All right,
bro.
so you are known as a knockout artist, right? I mean, you're known as a knockout artist, but against Glover, you really showed a lot of grappling and how much more versatile you are. Do you think you're maybe under-respected or disrespected a little bit, like in that aspect?
Disrespected in every aspect, bro.
Ah, love it.
That got me fucked up all over the place.
Love it. Keep going.
No, for real. But it is what it is. People look at it as like, yeah, like I'm a knockout guy, but I'm a martial artist. I'm a champion for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't come in just one dimension. I don't think I can just go in and punch everybody to sleep. You know what I mean? I understand that I'm gonna have to be versatile in my game and be able to win in different areas to ultimately, like, you know, stay where I want to be. Stay where I want to be at on top of this game and in this division. Pause if that sounded crazy, on top of anything.
No, yeah, I mean, like to me in my head, I'm going, this dude feels disrespected. He's a fucking champ, right? So I want you to expand on that a little bit. Why do you feel disrespected when you literally at the fucking pinnacle?
The proper respect ain't put to my name. It's really not put to my name. You know,
is it put to anyone's?
Yes, overput. Yeah. It's misallocated all over.
Get more that get it that it's over. They had that.
But then they still get the 1 or 2%. You know, we had Ariel Helwani on here, and he was talking about this, and he was like, he could be 99% great, you know, comments all around, and then we focus on the 1% of one random person. They don't even have a profile picture, and be like, fuck this person.
Nah, it ain't that, bro. It ain't that. It's just how people speak. It's just how some in this majority. It's not just that. It's just not just haters and shit like that. It's actually like people that don't even mean to. You know what I mean? They don't even mean to, but they sleeping and they don't understand what the fuck I am and what I really, you know what I mean, what I'm really doing, which is cool for me. You know what I mean? Part of my success is the fact that people got me underestimated and they got me twisted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't know what to expect, how can you be ready? How can you prepare for it?
Right. And it's not just in fighting, it's in life in general, right? Like, you don't want to be the guy with the fucking target on your back that everybody thinks is that fucking guy. You want to be the guy that slept on a little bit because it gives you an advantage in certain situations.
Nah, I don't mind being that guy with the target on my back because I'm really that guy. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you can come up and do something about it, come on with it. You know what I mean? It don't make me no difference. But I just think that's just something that's actually not doing anybody any favors until they actually truly realize what I am and I mean what I'm doing.
Today you really realize this. Today you said?
No, I didn't say that. No, I've been.
That's what you said. You said today I realized that I'm truly doing this.
No, I said till they realize.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Till they truly realize. Yeah.
All right, so who do you want next, Jamal?
That's what I was going to get to. It's a clusterfuck, man. It's a clusterfuck.
Nah,
It's a
only whoever has the belt. That's who I'm fighting. When I come back, it's already that's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what it is. So
The Alex
Alex has
Pineda
the belt
fight.
right now.
That's a great fight. I would love to see that fight. You and Alex Pineda as him. That's a great fight because y'all just gonna throw hands. He gonna kick your calf. He gonna try to kick the fuck out of that calf. Your hands, in my opinion, should be a little harder than Adesanya's. That Michigan boxing.
Yeah. Man, bro, he don't have him like he think he got him. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, oh, his kickboxing. He's a very good kickboxer. You know what I mean? He showed that he can translate and win much. But this ain't kickboxing, bro. This ain't kickboxing. You know what I mean? I've been dominating Muay Thai kickboxers since I walked into the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like the cat I've seen a lot more than what people actually will ever know or give me credit. When I came into this shit sparring pros. There wasn't no it wasn't really like amateurs like that in my gym. So I was jumping in deep with the pros from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
How old were you at that point?
I was 18.
Oh, so you're okay.
I started training when I was 18, but you got to think I've been fighting my whole life. So I've been comfortable with violence. I've been comfortable with situations that's more dangerous than us knuckling up and you beating me up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like
it does give an edge mentally.
Yeah.
What I don't get is why people
like they ain't gonna kill me or shoot me in the fucking ring.
And your boy can't jump in. It's only you.
Right.
It's only you.
I'm cool.
Yeah. I like my chances.
So I had a question. How big are you right now, weight wise? Because I didn't realize you were this big until I met you at the club, and I'm like, he dwarfed me. I'm 6'2", 225, and I'm like, he made me look small.
Yeah, I'm 6'4". I'm about like right now. My weight right now, I'm probably like about like with the holidays. About
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Between 250.
250.
I'm telling you.
I first got injured when I couldn't move or do anything at all, like for real, other than lift, like arms and shit like that. But I was on 270.
How you going back to 205?
Easy.
Anything you want to do in life, you heard it. You heard it from the champ. Anything you want to do in life, how you gonna do it? Easy. Just do it.
Easy.
Yeah, bro.
That's
I
crazy.
I work, bro. That's what it is. Whenever they give me the green light and I get back and I'm back in the lab like that, I'm still working every day. You know what I mean? I do physical therapy twice a day. I do strength and conditioning. I'm doing everything I can to chop at the bit to make sure I get back. Whenever I'm back to get that green light to go back in and put that work in, bro. When I'm putting work in, bro, it's a different level, bro. I got a different gear. You know what I mean? I'm just built different, bro. It's different.
So what about
how old are you?
Yeah, well, he asked how old you are.
32.
Yeah, how old are you?
Me too. 32. Shout out 91. 91.
91.
Damn, that's crazy. Champion, bro. You did that shit. Shout out to Abe. And so with that mindset, right, of the passion that you have for fighting, do you have a passion in anything else, like outside of fighting, a business? You have businesses. What do you do outside of fighting?
Yeah, I got passions outside of fighting. I got hobbies. I got all types of things.
I'm not talking about going to the club and getting some bitches and hanging out with the.
That's not what I was talking about. Nah, that's not what
okay.
I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, champ.
But yeah, bro. Like I have other career things that I want to do. Like creative. Like the skits and stuff I do online. Mm-hmm. Right. You know, that's just like a way of me. It's just like I like expressing things like that. I was in video. I've done video production. I've always been into like cinema and things like that. You know, so I've got a binder that I've written movies, TV shows, and all types of things. You know, so it's like, yeah, that's something I want to get off into too, like content and stuff like that.
Is there a specific type of content you like making, like funny shit, or like do you like to get into like drama?
I like all different types of things.
Really interesting.
I'm real versed with a lot of things.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, I like that because
You wouldn't guess that.
You have to think about like life after sports. You know what I mean? If you don't have something that you're passionate about, you know.
Yeah, you do, but it's also just something I like to do. Like it's just really something I like to do.
Yeah.
If I was working like Mike, like so you from Michigan, bro, you probably don't work the factory job. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You ever worked the factory job?
GM was down the street. I did not work the factory job, but I saw 8 Mile, and he was in there with the factory pushing the hoods. I lived down the street for GM.
I work though and shit, bro. Just sitting writing movies and shit, writing stories and shit in my head. You know what I mean? While I'm working.
That's valid.
Hell yeah.
No, I feel you, man.
You know, let me drop this. Like the way Josh was framing his first question, it's like I essentially kind of had the same question. What I don't understand is how you do get disrespected and kind of, dismissed a lot. It doesn't make sense to me. Part of it, definitely, Yuri and Alex are such favorites amongst the fan base. It might just kind of like throw you the cold shoulder. But what doesn't make sense to me is like why? Because you have a higher finishing rate in the UFC than even Pereira. You've literally, I mean, dude, you smoked a guy and got a win taken away for marijuana. Fuck that. I'll rip weed right now. And then obviously the Paul Craig fight, I was actually there for that. You were beating the shit out of him. You know, like, what is it about your hands? You hit harder than even, like, Poetan, apparently. Yeah. You know, like, why do you think you have that resume? Same resume as almost Alex. And you look at the people you beat to, you had to go through the fucking grinder to get up to the top. Why do you think people don't have the same hype for you, even though you have the receipts?
Man, I got my ideas of why certain things is why, but, like, you said, like, do I feel like it's disrespectful? I 100%, all right, and I'm going to be real. I wasn't going to speak on this really too much, but fuck it. We're going to talk about it.
Be real.
You know what I mean? Let's look at the pound-for-pound rankings. Perfect example, right? When I won the title, I can't think of the last time somebody became a champion and they were ranked outside of the top 10. The top 10 of the pound and on the pound-for-pound rankings. Go look at anybody else that's won a title. Sean O'Malley. Doesn't matter who it is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were put in the top 10. Pantoja, they were all put in the top 10. You know what I mean? Because if you win the title, you're already the top 8 of a weight class, right?
Yeah.
They never put me above 12. Even now, right?
There's 3 people that aren't champs ahead of you.
Yuri is still on the pound for pound list. I was taken off the pound for pound list, which is cool, but it's just a way to gauge, like, the, you know what I mean? How I'm saying the respect and how the perception and the things that I'm saying, right? You can look on the pound for pound list right now. I don't know if y'all can pull it up or whatever.
I got it pulled up. I got pulled up right now.
How many people on there have been knocked out in the last year?
So they have 15. We have Pereira, just got knocked out. 14, Kamaru Usman got knocked out, just lost a close fight. He stepped up, whatever. Max Holloway, you know. Then we have Tom Aspinall, Aljamain Sterling. There's one. Shout out to him, though. He's, awesome.
Hey,
Pantoja.
This ain't no shots. This ain't no
100%. It's just facts.
Nobody. I'm just straight up speaking facts, bro.
So Sterling is 11. Then Pantoja, Adesanya, Sean O'Malley, Strickland, Oliveira, Pereira, Edwards, Volkanovski, John Jones, Islam. Yeah, you should be up there. You should be up there, bro.
So there are multiple people on this list that have lost, been knocked out, and all that. You've never even seen me rock, but yet and still, I don't get that same respect. I don't get that same respect of, oh, he lost. If I was to actually lose, I lost one fight.
Yeah.
If I was to actually lose multiple fights, I wouldn't get nothing at all. I literally damn near have to be perfect to even get the normal amount of respect, I feel like. You know what I mean? And it's because of shit like that. You know
Do you think you get it if you go out there and smoke? Because I had said, when people were getting pumped about, Pereira and Yuri, I was like, you guys are going to be upset when Jamal comes back, because he's a lot better than some of you are giving credit for. And you got the hands to beat both those guys. Who would you think beating one of those two would get you finally, like, the, respect you deserve, love amongst the fandom?
I'm not gonna say like love. Like I don't need like love because I do got a lot of love and a lot of
100%, yeah.
support. You know what I mean? Like people that really rock with me. They really follow my journey. They draw inspiration from my journey and things like that. And they are vocal and they do speak up. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate every single one of them. You know, but I think that's the one. When I was at MSG whenever they fought, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people ask me like, "Oh, who wins the fight? Who wins the fight? Or who would you like to win?" Me, I didn't have a preference. I didn't have a preference until I actually realized how big of a star Alex Pereira is.
Mm-hmm.
The whenever they showed him on the screen versus when they showed Yuri, it was very, very clear who the you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Who the money fight is? Because whenever I come back, I'm getting pay-per-view points, so I want the biggest money fight. And I
So you
feel
prefer
like
Pereira?
Alex.
It is, yeah. He's definitely more well known. Yeah.
I agree 100%. I mean, Alex got a lot of love, and like, if you beat Alex, right? There's no way around it. You have to get the fucking credit for that. Like, there's no way around it. There's no way you can fade it. Like, you got faded, you know, not being in the top 10 with a fucking belt. Like, after Alex, there's no way they can fucking do that anymore.
Bro, Yuri was still ranked ahead of me while the whole time he was out on
Silly.
it. You know what I'm saying?
You're ranked higher than him right now, I think, in the actual rankings.
Pereira was ranked ahead of me after getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when I fought,
you're number 2 and
Bro,
Yuri's
the
on the pound for
disrespect
pound.
is
You're
real.
number 2 in light heavyweight. He's 3, and you aren't even on pound for pound.
when
He's
I
on
knocked
pound for pound.
out Jake Ellenberger, he was ranked number 12 on the top 15 at the welterweight, and I knocked him out with that elbow, and they never made me a top 15. But I knocked out number 12 on the top 15 list, and they never made me a top 15. I only fought the top 15 fighters, and I was ranked, like, maybe one time I was ranked number 15. But after I knocked out number 12, I should have been number 12 or 11.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, Yuri
It's
being ranked, that makes no fucking sense.
Yuri's number 2. I'm number 1 in the division.
Yeah.
But he's ranked on the pound for pound list.
And he just lost. No, bro. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at fucking all, bro. That doesn't make sense at all.
And then the last fight before that, he was getting his ass whooped until Glover made a very uncharacteristic dumb move. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up losing that. Way. You know what I'm saying? But that's better. That's better than the performances and the things that I've put out there.
Popularity contest, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
It is.
A popularity contest.
It is. And we talk about this a lot, Jamal, and I don't want you to, like, go down a road you don't want to go down, but, like, we talk about this a lot, right? Like, it is a popularity contest in the UFC. It's a lot of it's political, you know what I mean? And these decisions and the rankings and things like that, like, a lot of it is, man. It's fucking political.
It does, because I'm gonna be real, and it's also business. It's also business sense. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be real. What demographic is really gonna be tapping in and buying my pay-per-views? You know what I'm saying?
It's usually so. Like, what are the biggest purchasers of this? Maybe the UK crowd, Conor McGregor fans, Ireland fans. Brazilian fans, they watch. We got the Russians who get free TV. I don't even think they buy pay-per-view. They get free TV over there.
That's the good thing about being from somewhere else, though, right? We talk about being in America. That's the good thing. That's the thing about being from somewhere else, right? In America, if you're good, you're gonna be popping in America. You can be popping. You can pop in America. You know what I mean? From anywhere. Other places, they're going to support their guy. It doesn't matter. Brazil's going to support Brazilians. You know what I mean? It's not the same here.
Yeah.
Right, you got to.
We have too many. There's too many.
Most of the people
United
that
States.
talk shit to me for Magomed and all these other dudes, they're Americans, bro. A lot of these dudes be Americans.
But I'm saying, though,
right,
I feel like the fan base is still, even though you're a great American champion, one of the better ones, one of the greatest ones, because there haven't been too many 205-pound champions, bro. So, like, the fact that you come in after John Jones and you have that light heavyweight title, it just proves it. in that alone. But like a lot of Americans ain't out here tweeting and buying pay-per-views, or I don't know if they're just streaming the shit. I don't know how it works, but the American fan base is not as strong as like a Russian or a UK, an English crowd fan base.
Australia.
It's because we represent half of the.
Where we at, USA? You got one of the greatest American champions right here, bro.
But here's the thing, though, you can't really blame people for that. Cause think about it. At the
Shit,
same
$85.99 over here.
Look at the cost
States.
of living and shit right now.
Oh,
That
yeah.
also play a factor into things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the average American is like getting smacked upside the head right now with what it costs to live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
When it
yeah, they want to fight. Even if they want to watch, they want to support. They're gonna stream it. You get what I'm saying?
100%. Well, and Americans come down to like they represent, like people represent their state people. You know, it's like you got the Michigan fan base, like Russia, just all of Russia covers their fighters because we have more representation. So, you know, Holly Holmes, Diego Sanchez, Carlos Condit, John Jones, all them. For me,
we should make some picks on some fights. We should make some picks.
Even inside of the city, even inside the cities, uptown, the downtown is just separated from the north side, from the south side, from the west side. Like it's everything is about division, bro. Here, everything.
Yeah, I gotta ask my boy where I was in Grand Rapids that day.
Yankees and Mets.
wants
Yankees
Jamal to
and
believe him
Mets.
so bad.
Look, bro. Hey. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're not checking in and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just wandering around hoods and shit. What's going on, MP?
So then who do you got on well, go ahead. Bagz, my bad.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, but like all of this disrespect and the way you feel about this and the political bullshit and all that, like, do you use that? You got to use that as fuel, right? Like that's got to, because here's the thing, it can go one of two ways, right? It can go in a negative way, right? Or it can go in a positive way.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's it motivates, but at the same time, it's like, I really don't.
You still want your goddamn due respect.
Because at the end of the day, it don't matter how much don't nobody like me. I chose the fight business for a reason. Because at the end of the day, if you can't whoop me, it don't matter. It don't matter. And that's what I'm staking my claim on. I'm staking on the fact there is nobody in the 205 division that can whoop my ass. Come prove it. You know what I mean?
Let's
you
go.
always giving off that
That's
vibe.
all.
Bro.
And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I've been doing this entire time. That's all it is. Hey, show me. Show me. It don't matter. Come show me.
Speak with your hands type of guy, 100%. It'll get you there, man. You knock out like Pereira. You know, but like, bro, you got such heavier hands than Pereira. It's crazy. I don't know, bro. I think you take out either Yuri or Alex. Who are you most concerned about?
He's a dog, but he had, just like everybody, they have technical flaws.
Izzy found it.
He has openings. You know what I'm saying? And like, they just, we'll see how tight they are come fight night. Pause.
What do you think about Magomed Ankalaev? Like, who do you think's the one you have the most problem with?
Bro, I just seen that motherfucker today. I keep seeing him.
Really?
He's out here in Vegas too.
He's got to go through
good,
Johnny
bro.
again.
I think he's talented. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just boring, bro. People don't like. He don't really speak English, so it's kind of hard to really interact with him and gauge like what he's thinking and things like that. You know what I mean? So like really like to try to kind of relate to him in that way. And then like he has hands, he can strike. He has the ability to strike. But I think whenever it gets dangerous, I think he's just so used to like grappling. He's like that was like his first love and shit like that, or whatever what he grew up doing or whatever. But the minute it gets into a real fight, he just want to grab you.
Yeah, I feel you.
Who's your favorite guys? Like, who's your homies in the UFC? Because I know, like, it's an individual sport. You probably don't spend a whole lot of time unless you're working with them in the gym. Like, who are your homies that you know you kick it with outside of everything else?
Kevin Holland. You know that's
fuck yeah.
Terrence McKinney.
We've had him.
Brendan Allen. That's my dog.
Ooh, he's looked good.
We ain't seen him fight in a while with Chaos Williams. That's my bro.
Oh, how is he doing?
We came up together. He just had surgery. He grinding. He hungry and he ready to come. He ready to come back and get back to work.
Hell yeah, he's always fun.
Yeah, for sure. Shit, whenever we in the same town, shit, me and Izzy, we link up, we kick, go like on some like club shit. We usually link up at like the club or whatever.
Are you out there in Las Vegas? You don't ever train with Sean Strickland?
I haven't been able to train, so no, I haven't been able to train with.
Right.
Yeah, but no, we definitely ever since before I got injured, bro. He been like every time he asked me to spar or let's get some work in and shit. Either I got to fight or he's got to fight, and then this last time I got injured, so I'm definitely gonna have to get in and get some work in with him. He's cool.
So you train over there at Extreme Couture sometimes? Where do you train at in Las Vegas?
I haven't been training out here, but the Extreme Couture, like Coach Nick Sick, that's the team that I'm the closest with out here. You know
right,
I mean?
So that's where you might go. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, whenever it comes time to get some work in, that's definitely who I would reach out to, because even back like I think it might have been the Ovin St. Peru fight, during COVID and things like that. We were out here early. We needed a spot, and they offered it. They allowed us to come in and use their spot to train and get ready for that fight as well. So it's like, it's always been a place where it's like, yeah.
So you just moved out there after the injury?
Yeah, I relocated out here for the rehab. I still have a house and things in Michigan too.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Real estate. That's another one of your passions, real estate.
I mean, it's not. It ain't even so much that it's a passion. It's just like it's smart. It's just a smart investment.
Man, you got a strong mind, bro. For real. I'm learning some things from you just talking with you today, man, of why you are in the position you're in. And you ain't about no bullshit. You keep everything straightforward. Strong.
Yeah, that's the best way. That's the best way to to be, cuz like whenever you like, I don't know. Growing up, I was just always misunderstood, bro. I hate being misunderstood. So that's why sometimes I may sound like, or I may come off like an asshole. That's just me making sure we understand each other. You know what I mean? There ain't no disrespect to you or nothing like that. That's just trying to like, I really want you to comprehend what I'm saying.
That's valid, champ.
I feel that. I feel that 100%. I've been the same way my whole life. Everybody's like, oh, he's an asshole. I'm like, nah, I'm just straight to the fucking point. I ain't got time for fucking bullshit and small talk and shit like that. Like I just want to get to the fucking point. Like we just need to understand each other. We just need to understand each other.
All day. I joke around and shit like that, but it's like something that needs to be understood. We gonna get this shit understood.
Yeah. Now don't sweep it on the fucking rug. Get it out of the way.
Nah, I don't do that. That don't work.
Well, speaking of
Matt,
that,
why don't you pull up?
Speaking of that, bring up these fights that I've been talking about. Bring it up so we can make some picks, predictions,
I'm fucking
and
ready,
gamble
bro.
on
I'm ready.
these fights.
I've tried to. Hey man, who you guys got for the Super Bowl?
I got some inactives and shit. I gotta check. We gotta check the game. What kind of game start?
Okay, let's start this. Let's
Who's
start
playing
with
tonight?
fucking the Jets and like the Browns. I think.
There's the NBA, there's NFL. What you
Oh
want?
shit!
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
it is tonight.
You heard him. We from Michigan. We be gambling and shit. Whatever.
I got the pick.
I hope the
He
Lions
said,
win.
he said, I'm not really a gambler. He's like, yeah, I'm a gambler.
Let me make sure I got my shit right.
All right, let's start with this fight. I want to know this one. We kind of like touched on it, but Yuri versus Ratchik. Honestly, dude, I think this is a stupid fucking fight for them. Yep. So you take Ratchik. Go ahead, explain why, if you want to.
No, I'm saying like, I was saying it was Racky.
Oh yeah.
I think it's more for Yuri. For Yuri, it don't make sense.
No.
It don't make sense. It's not. It's a good matchup. You know what I mean? Just for the division and things like that. But like, Rakic is fucking boring, bro. Like he's good. He's boring as shit. You know what I mean? And he's explosive. We don't know what his legs look like. I'm assuming like he took his time coming back from injury and things like that. So he's ready to go. Right? The dude is explosive. He's got size. He's got cardio. You know what I mean? Pause on the size shit because that sounded crazy. But we gonna keep doing this. Don't keep doing this. But he like he's able to close distance. He's strong whenever he needs to control somebody and things like that, which he's not really the best at holding somebody down, but he'll fucking keep shooting and keep putting you on your back. Right? Yuri is on his back foot a lot. He puts himself up against the cage a lot. He leaves himself open a lot. I just don't like the I don't like the matchup for him per se. I'm not saying that he loses. Not saying like he just loses. I just don't see why he would. If I'm him, I'm waiting for Magomed. I'm waiting for Magomed and Johnny to fight, and then I'm taking I'm taking the winner of that.
Yeah, bro. That one I don't get either.
The winner
especially with
or
how
loser.
popular. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't get. He just got KO'd, and then now he's gonna come back against the guy. Look what Ratchet did when Jimmy got a little bit froggy on him, dude. He's not exciting usually, but he'll knock you the fuck out. Like you said, he's explosive if you give him openings. Yuri, most likely, kind of just gets fucking
long strikes.
Take it down. What's that?
He hits people with deceptively long strikes, like Jimmy Man caught him.
That fucking
Jimmy
head
didn't
kick.
think that kick was going to reach him, and his leg actually stretched out, and he's able to cover a lot of distance.
And Yuri fights like this with his fucking hands out.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He might get head kicked. Now we think Ratchet is cool again. I don't know, bro. I think that's a dumbass fight for Yuri to take, though.
I don't think I think he should have waited for something else. But I think it just came down to a case of
bounce back.
Of talk about it, be about it. No, talk about it, be about it. Remember, they had a little exchange or whatever on Twitter. So I think the whole thing, like it was like, oh, you said you wanted to fight me. I said I wanted to fight you. Oh, motherfucker actually sent the contracts through, and it's like you came back out now.
Shit. Yep. Yuri probably signed that shit in a cold lake and like fucking Jesus Christ. Mike Perry, who you got, brother? Ratchet or Yuri?
Be about it. I'm gonna go with the champ, man. He said Ratchet. When people get ratchet, man, crazy shit happens.
Right? Fuck yeah. What about you, Bagz?
Hey yo, we gonna have to start pulling of that.
I'm in the same boat, bro. Same boat.
All right, so Ratchet might shut down that hype machine. Damn, and it sucks because I would love to see Jamal fight. I mean, just out of like fan greediness, fight Yuri and Pereira. Those would be fucking hella fun fights. But, he'll figure it out. All right, the other fight we got is Rodriguez. Yair is coming back against Brian Ortega in Mexico. And what's weird about this one is Brian's like a massive underdog. Or no, Yair is.
What?
Which doesn't make a lot of sense. He's like a minus 300. Let me double check.
What?
I think they were fighting before, right? And then Ortega.
Is that the one he got hurt?
I believe that it was.
Brian did. One of them did. Yeah. Let me check.
Brian.
Yeah, it was Yair.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's a fucked up line.
I like Yair. I like Yair a lot. I think he's like super.
Yeah, it was Brian
dynamic.
that hurt himself.
He can do a lot of really cool shit, and he fights like a lot of guys don't. He literally fights like no one else does. His kicking, his flexibility, his shit is wild, and he's a dog. Like, he's a Mexican fighter. He can take a hit. He can grapple. He can give it. So, and I've seen Ortega quit, and we watching him come back since heartbreak. So I'm not sure how his mind is going to be in it, or if he'll even make it to the fight. In Mexico, come on, bro. Yair's got to get the dub at home. Or are they trying to say by making him an underdog that fighting at home is going to get to his head? He's going to be a little crazy. Remember when he was supposed to fight Jeremy Stevens and he swiped his eye with that finger poke at the beginning, and all the fans in Mexico City started throwing beer cans in the octagon, and they was throwing them at Michael Bisping and shit?
I don't even remember that going down.
Remember that shit? I remember that, bro. It was crazy.
But yeah,
Hey, Mac, you're muted, homie.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Mike. That was funny as fuck. Yeah, they're like, we're not going back to Mexico for a while. Yair, yeah. Yair was like
Mexican's wild,
calling him
boy.
puto, fucking puto. Like on the mic, everyone's freaking out. Yeah, Jeremy Stevens got fucking raw dogged in that. But anyway, yeah, my bad, I was muted.
But hey, but shout out to Jeremy Stevens and
100%.
a fucking and an impressive performance at BKFC.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yep.
So
He
you guys
did,
get your
he
picks
got-
for that one? Because I just realized what the next fight card is.
Yeah, I
we
got
covered.
Yair,
We already talked
man.
about.
I'm gonna go with Yair.
Yeah.
on
What
that
about
one.
you, Jamal? Did you pick?
Ortega's been out for a while. So, you know what I mean? But, bro,
His jiu-jitsu is supposed to be really good.
what Brian needed, the adjustments Brian needed to make to actually take that just that next step towards just being a better man was minor. It was minor things, you know. And in this time off, if he's taking those steps, you know, and sewing up certain things like maybe not being so stationary in front of somebody while he's striking, to actually, you know what I mean, move his feet a little bit more, move his head a little bit more. Brian's nasty, bro. He's got some hands, and if he can rock you and he can get on you, he can finish you with submissions. Really, really, he's dangerous. Yeah, that's tough though with the movement of right. You have Yair and just I don't know, bro.
I'll never forget when Brian took Frankie Edgar off his feet with an uppercut. Like his both feet came off the ground when he hit Frankie Edgar with that uppercut,
That was
bro.
a good uppercut.
It was a good.
Yeah, it was. I think a lot of that one had to do with Frankie being short, bro, because he was trying to get a hold of Brian. He was trying to reach and trying to get a hold of him, and that was how he was turning. He like kind of turned long, and then from there he was able to turn and slide the uppercut in.
Oof.
Just for the hell of it, bro. Just for the hell of it. I'm a little nervous about it too, but I got 20. I got 20 on Yair. If you want to put 20 on Ortega.
I'll put 20 on Ortega. Fuck it.
Not allowed to bet on fights, sir. Sorry.
Oh, why not?
Homie, he can't.
He can't bet on his
against
own.
UFC rules.
UFC fighters can't bet at all.
Can't bet on fights at
Not
all.
on UFC.
Wait. Oh, really?
What
No.
is that a new rule or what?
I thought
Yeah,
I thought you
Why is Mike
can't
confused?
bet on a fight you are
You're
invested
involved.
in.
No,
You know what I mean?
That was before
James Krause?
That was before old boy in Kansas City decided to
Krause.
go all
That's what I thought.
Al Capone with this shit.
Have they found out anything with that shit since? Like, has anything come out about that yet? It kind of shut the fuck down.
I might be
That
in
was
trouble.
big.
BKFC fighters ain't supposed to be invested in no sports or fighting either, but they ain't say I could bet on the other
Yeah,
shit.
You can do whatever
I
the
don't
fuck
bet
you
on
wanna do, Mike.
BKFC. I don't know. They better explain it to me
no.
better, because I'm out here losing money gambling.
That bro, I forgot about that whole fucking thing. Okay, maybe we'll get. Hold on, let me bring this up. I didn't realize the next fight card coming up is actually Ankalaev Walker too, and that's
Yeah.
a funny fight because we were just talking about Magomed, and then you had, not to rip on Johnny Walker, but like one of the most Looney Tune knockouts I've ever seen. Like, bro, that was. What'd you think going through that? Because I remember when you hit that punch, I went, oh shit, no, he's out. He's doing
That's
that.
how hard he
wacky
hit,
inflatable.
man. That's
It was
crazy.
so weird. What'd you think?
When I seen his hands go like that, I assumed he was rocked. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like catching his balance or some shit.
That was the bad part. Whenever he fell, his eyes were still open. You know what I mean? His eyes didn't close till I hit him the second time. So it was like, let's follow up and finish it up.
As one of the weirdest KOs I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Did
but I was
that
just
punch
talking
hurt
about
your
Johnny-
hand at all?
Huh?
Did that
that
punch
what?
hurt? Did you feel that punch on your hand? Did it hurt at all? Because you hit him like on his forehead.
I caught him on the temple. Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
on the
like
skull.
right
So-
off the
right.
fucking.
So it caught him here. It hit him. So it hit him like this. So that's why it looked like it skipped up his head because it hit him bang and then, his head.
It worked out.
Like Shevchenko's like shin hitting Jessica I's temple just like that. Rung it right off the top. That was so
I
weird.
see-
Little
so-
bit different in the
I was-
athleticism
I was-
there.
Hold on. So the day after that fight, right? I was flying out to Vegas to do the Contender Series media thing to hold like for the promo and all of that shit, like all the media shit that you had to do. Bro, tell me why. I had a layover in Chicago, and then I was flying out to Vegas. Jessica I was on that same flight, bro. Only reason why I recognize her is because, bro, she had a fucking massive knot on her temple. It was,
From that kick?
yeah, bro. It was bad.
Jesus.
It was bad, bro. It was, damn.
I feel bad for her, man. She wasn't that, like, people rip on her so bad for what? Being confident, man? Like, trying to...
You're not allowed to be confident.
Fuck that.
Like,
Fuck that. Damn.
Fuck them.
This game's brutal, bro. It's a brutal fucking game.
bro, I say it all the time, bro. Fighting has some of the worst fucking fan base. It has probably one of the worst fan bases, just for the simple fact that they flaky as hell, bro. A lot of them
They are.
The minute you and you have one misstep or misstep in any type of way, whether it be in the cage or whatever, they own you, bro. They own you. They first ones to do all of this. You know what I mean? And then they ain't never expect an apology or anything. You know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, Mike can probably speak better than anybody on that. Like,
Fuck them.
you know, left the UFC and then found fucking superstardom after. You know what I mean? And you know they ain't happy about that shit.
You said
If they don't own it, if they don't own it, they ain't happy about it.
I knew who he was. I knew who he was while he was in the UFC.
Of course. But
That's what I know.
superstardom now. Like, it's different.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying about that 1% is like, you know, a lot of people showing love now and they see the capabilities I have with this bare knuckle stuff, but then there's still like, I don't know if it's just people who root for the other person or just people who think that they know what they're watching. They obviously don't. And there's always some negativity come from somewhere, and I don't mind it.
All right. I got a question for you, Jamal.
What you do. They want to be where you are, but they don't have the confidence or the belief in themselves to you know what I mean, to actually go and pursue it. And they hate that. So they hate that about themselves. So they hate that's in you.
Well,
100%.
you know what?
So do you get caught up in the comments and shit?
I just want.
What's that, Mike?
I said I don't even hate back. I mean, sometimes I try to crack a joke or I get a little negative, but I try mostly. I don't hate back. I be like, hey man, I hope you live a better life or a good life, bro. Not better than mine, but just better for you.
I hope you're okay.
Like up there.
Shit, I wish them the best, but at the same time, though, hey, sometimes, some days, I just got time and I want to talk some shit too.
It reminds me of like those TikTok guys that tried to prank you that one time.
I get to trolling right back at their ass. They're like, "Oh my god!" Then that's when they oh, now you want to talk some high road shit. So now we high road people now.
No, that's right. I know what you're talking about, man.
That's the craziest shit. Motherfuckers come to me talking shit to me. Then when I say something back, it's he's super sensitive. He's super sensitive. But ow, we talking shit, right? That's what we do.
Yeah, some like accountant, bro. You walk up to him, you're like, bro, you're dog shit. You're not even top 10 at fucking accounting. It's the same thing as like the way people walk up to UFC fighters. It blows my mind. They walk up to them like, you need to work on your ground game. Imagine walking up to like a car salesman and be like, bro, you got to kick the tires more when you're selling those used cars, bro. Like,
now,
what the fuck?
That. Imagine walking up to Tom Brady like, hey, yo, bro, you need to hold your hand like this on the football.
Yeah, right.
Your spiral's not tight enough, dog. Let me show you. Yeah, what?
Or any NFL quarterback.
Jamal Hill is Tom Brady in there, boy. Jamal Hill is Tom Brady in there. Get it right.
6'4", let's go.
All day, bro.
Fans are
I'm rocking
fucking
with you, bro. Michigan.
So do you get? I mean, obviously you do. You do get caught up in the comment section a little bit every once in a while and dig in. Because I mean, here's the thing: half these motherfuckers are 300 pounds, don't have a fucking job. You know what I mean? And they're just typing on the fucking keyboard. Because Mike gets into it. A little bit. He'll be like, yo, Josh, they flaming you on fucking on Instagram right now. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck,
bro,
man.
some of these motherfuckers are funny, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna
some of them are.
They say it's just like you bitch ass motherfucker. But it's funny as hell, though.
It is.
Shit, bro.
If someone talks shit to me, I'll like it. And I'll be like, if it's funny, I'll be like, all right, that was good.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Mike about this earlier because he posted a video, or we posted a video. You posted a video of you beating on Eddie, like yesterday, the day before, and then Eddie came in there and was like, "Yeah, do the stanky leg again, Mike. Do the stanky leg."
Nah, hold on. What you talking about, bro? You quit,
I was rolling, bro.
He quit. You
And Mike
can't
goes,
talk
"You
shit
fucking
after
quit,
you
pussy."
quit. Fuck out of here, man. It's all good, bro. I can't wait to see your return, Mr. Jamahal Hill, bro. I can't. I'm waiting for it patiently, bro.
For sure.
Hey, bro, I appreciate
For sure.
that. Wait
Whenever you fight, I'll be there.
Fact.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're gonna have to pack it out. You'll be of the small 1%. That's there for me, and I appreciate that, bud.
I got you for sure.
All three of us in that
man,
1%.
I appreciate you coming on, dog. Anything else, Mac? Or Jamal, you want to plug anything? You want to talk about anything else? You let us know. We don't want to waste your time, man.
We covered a lot, but we talked through some good conversation.
I got one quick closing question, because you've been champ of. What do you think is the most coveted not heavyweight? What's the most coveted title in UFC history? I would argue, like, heavyweight's always had the biggest, right? Baddest man on the planet. Light heavyweight had the most stars. Then lightweight's probably the hardest to get. But that could be debatable. I don't know. What's the most coveted? You got John Jones, Chuck Liddell, Rampage Jackson, Rashad Evans, Forrest Griffin in your weight class holding the same belt. It's the best one. Do you think? I would argue it is. Just curious what you guys think about that.
I'd say go and look and see which ones had the least amount of champions. We'll probably go with that. So I think
Damn sure ain't light heavy then.
Featherweight. Maybe featherweight.
18.
But featherweight came out way later. So the original weight classes, it would be light heavy.
Heavyweight champions, I think. It's only been like 18 light heavyweight champions.
There's been that many? I thought it was John Jones and you. That's it. I thought that was it.
But light heavyweight is around from the beginning. So you had like fucking Forrest Griffin, Rampage, Rashad, Chuck Liddell, Lyoto Machida, all that at the beginning.
All legends.
That's why I'm bringing it up. It's interesting when you think about it. I don't know. Stupid question, but that's cool.
I think becoming a world champion, period, no matter the weight classes, is something special and can to be coveted.
Amen.
Yeah, I agree. But I think there's something to me.
That's a coveted title right there too, baby. 100%.
Damn right.
Yeah.
100%.
Shit, bro. Bro, like with shit, you got something, man. But like Mike, you got something that's like, bro, people want to see you, bro. Whenever you step in there, people want to see you because they know you gonna lay it all out there, and they know they gonna get their money's worth. You know what I mean? It's something special to be said about somebody feeling like you gave them their money's worth. They don't feel like they wasted money on you. You feel what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate
And we talk about this a little bit, Mac and I especially, tell Mike this. And we're like, yo, you're like, every fighter loves to watch your fights because they know exactly what you said, right? But before you came on, Mike said, he's like, Jamal's a fucking dog. Like, he goes after it, So there's got to be a certain level of respect, like, especially for you two guys, right, that lay it on the line every motherfucking time.
Yeah, because I know how when I go at a fight, how I'm entering that fight, how I'm coming, pause, to finish, to do my thing,
Yeah.
So it's like, you see so many people talk about being about that shit, and then they even to be a dog in the gym and all that. Then they get in there and you will see what they really about, and they ain't about that shit. So somebody that's really about that shit, you respect it.
I can't lie, bro. Being from the murder mitten, I think about it every time. I'm like, bro, I'm from Michigan, bro. I gotta fucking bring it. I gotta bring the fight. And now in the bare knuckle shit, it's like that's the main point anyway. So it's nice to be where I'm at. I appreciate it, bro.
You can like your brute, like the violence that you're willing to do, your brutality. That's a plus to you, because whenever you get in that bare knuckle shit and you really start getting hit and them punches start flying, that's a heart test. Is you really about this? You really about? And then you looking at that motherfucker, it's like, yeah, am I really about that? Because he really is. And that's what I am, man.
Let's go. The
Mike
champ.
wins that contest every
Ain't
single
around
time.
that.
I could be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I gonna knock you the fuck out. Let's go, man. I love that. That's how you got your name, bro. That's amazing.
Hey, there is a good connection here, though, because he got his name from a Beyonce song, and you came out to a Beyonce song.
Yeah, everybody liked that shit.
There it is.
That Halo
He said,
shit.
I say it's the wrong song.
Mike said, "Fuck it, let's go."
Fuck it,
Yeah.
we're rocking with it.
Nah, who don't
Have you heard
love
that story,
Beyonce?
Jamal? He wanted to walk out to the Halo theme song from the video games, and they put the wrong one in.
Nah.
Right? Isn't that what you said, Mike? And you
No.
went with it because you're like,
that's what the internet said, and I went with it.
oh, so you.
Oh,
okay.
but you
That's
actually
what
picked Beyonce. Is that correct?
Low key, yes, but it was the wrong song.
That is not what you said last time, bro.
No, listen.
Hey, I wasn't gonna say shit, but I was gonna say, how could they have fucked that up? You literally have to send them the video.
No,
you know what I mean?
that was on the list. I sent them Halo, and then I changed the song to was fucking All of the Lights by Kanye and Rihanna.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for all of the lights in here, baby. And I heard Halo, Halo. And I was like,
Well,
fuck
you
it, bro.
pulled it
This
off.
is Halo. And then the internet was like, oh, he wanted the Halo theme song. And I was like, sure, bro.
Hell yeah. Halo, woo.
It's all good.
Hey, Jamal, much love, homie. Yeah, I'm telling you this.
Thanks for
You
coming
show
on,
this
man.
personality, I think, a little bit more. You got fucking superstardom ahead of you because you got a great fucking personality. You got a great mindset. You're obviously an amazing fucking fighter, one of the best in the world. You know, you got big things ahead of you, man, and I can't wait to see it.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, bud. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep being me doing my thing, bro. They can't get rid of me because they can't whoop me.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
You got
If
the
it can't
receipts
beat
for
you-
it. Got the receipts for it.
You know? I appreciate y'all.
Thanks,
I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, appreciate you.
God bless. Great episode. He had a really strong mindset. Listening to him 100%. And getting to know him a little bit better. You know, not at the party, not just chilling, hanging out with, but like, you know, doing something else. We were talking to get a piece of his mind, and he'll give you a piece of his mind. That was really cool. And he's like, I love how if you're trying to understand something he's telling you, he's going to go at you until you figure out what it is he's saying. He's not just going to let it go over your head. He's like, no, I mean this. And you're like, but this? Yeah. And he's like, no, I mean this. I thought that was a really strong mindset, man. Shout out to Jamahal Hill. He fights the way he acts in life, man. He brings it in the ring, and he wants you to feel him. Pause.
But you know what? I feel like something like this interview right here will help people understand him better, right? Because it's hard to, like he said, I've been misunderstood my whole life, right? Like that's what he said. And it's hard to be understood when you're talking about like little fucking clips on Instagram and this and that, right? But you get in a longer format like this and you start talking real talk. Like he was like, I didn't want to get into this, but let's get into this, right? Like, and he went on. And I start to think like, there's no reason that this dude should be disrespected. Like he's got a great personality. He's got a head on his shoulders. Maybe he ain't conforming to, you know, what the average UFC guy does. I don't know. But like, he's got a good personality. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
But that's what blows my mind about this whole shit, dude. Like people, I've talked about this a little bit recently on Twitter, like, you know, whatever that's worth. But I've like talked about this. It doesn't make sense. Like people are bitching about Bilal Muhammad getting a title shot because he's boring, right? And then but give Colby one because we like Colby. Now fuck Colby because that was a boring fight.
Right.
Colby's style hasn't really changed. Like, yeah, that was one of his more boring fights, 100%. But now fuck Bilal. Even though he objectively deserves the same credit that Colby did, probably should have got the title fight in the first place. Why does Jamal have a more impressive like KO streak and overall finishing record than even Alex Pereira, and he's not even in the same realm of popularity yet? There's something to be said there, and I know people will be like, "You're acting ignorant." Like, you know, he's had some legal trouble. You know what? That's happened with just about everybody, bro. Like Izzy, didn't he? People that have done.
Izzy got a fucking DUI.
It was,
like
that's
3
what
days
it was,
before
right?
the fucking Strickland fight.
It was something like that. Yeah. It, like, bro, like shit happens, man, and there's certain things that are definitely unforgivable. But like, you know, Mike, if I'm being honest, like for a long time, people always, you know, they thought you'd be like the next Jason Mayhem Miller or something. I'm sure you're aware of that, like that you would spiral out of control. And look at you now, like, dude, people can fucking.
There's still a
get their head
chance.
on right. Do you
Hey,
get what I mean?
thank you, Lattori. Thank you, Lattori.
Thank you, Lattori. Yeah.
Lattori is
Dude,
my angel.
She saved that ass.
She
Well, but
did.
there's my
that
point.
ass.
There's still a
People
chance I might spiral. I'm working on it.
Nah, you'll be all right, Mike. You figure it out, man. You got your head on right, bro. 100%. I think it always was too. You know, you just need someone to confirm that.
Life
Same
is
thing
a
with,
trip, man.
Jamal,
You have
He's
these
doing their
you
thing.
have these roller coaster moments. You have these highs, especially as an athlete or fighter. You have these big moments. 20,000 people are cheering for you, and you might not have done what they wanted to see you do. I tried to bring it. Maybe my opponent didn't, but he poked me away for 3 rounds, and you get this boring fight. And I try, but I'm the one getting hit, and then I lose or a decision or something. And you know, a guy like Jamahal Hill, he brings it, and then he's I don't know if it's the fact that he's a light heavyweight. He cuts weight from 240 to 205. Is he bringing more power into the ring? So a guy can't necessarily just poke him and run away, because if he touches him one time, he falls over. There was a time I thought I had that power. Fighting is a much more like intricate thing, that there's so many ways to win a fight, to drag it out, to make it long, to make it boring, to pick your times, to be patient, to wait, and then to put on the gas. I don't know, there's a lot. But Jamal, what I like most about him is that he is about that life, as he said, talk about it, be about it. He brings it in the fight. Like even the fight with Paul Craig, his arm was like broken and dislocated, and he's still like trying to hit the dude. No quit, no give up in him. It's just, I try to attach myself to that Michigan shit. I feel like that was some Michigan shit. It was gangster as fuck.
What was dope too, speaking of his character, I'm not bragging here, but like it was cool. That was the fight card that Izzy flew out me. Shout out to my friend Booger. Flew out Booger and me. Booger invited me to sit like cage side and watch Izzy's fight. We went to the after party, and that's where Jamal, Leon, Edwards, Izzy were, Francis Ngannou, and Jamal was partying with Paul Craig, like right there. Like he had just lost his first
Right
fight
after
ever.
the fight.
His arm's fucking broken. He's in a cast, and he's dancing right there, hours after at the after party with Paul Craig, right there in the same section. as us.
fire.
Like solid fucking guy, bro. He doesn't deserve the type of hate he gets, I don't think, at all. And I think more than anything, if he needs to switch that nickname at any point, just change it to Receipts, because, dude, look at his fight record. It's stupid. He should have so much more hype than he does. I mean, here are the names he's knocked out. Ovin St. Peru. You know, like Jones went decision with him. He doesn't get knocked out a lot. Then the Paul Craig fight. Then Jimmy Crute knocked him out, who was looking tough right then. Johnny Walker, that one was, you know, the
Johnny's
Looney Tunes
looking
one I was talking about.
sick.
He's looking good right now. And then Thiago Santos, who was coming off like a fight with John Jones as well. And then Glover
That
went
was
to
a
decision. with him.
banger. They were both laying on the ground after 5 rounds. They like fucking crawled off of each other from fighting so hard they couldn't fucking get up, and they were just like
Wheelchairs.
They like gave Knuckles like good fight, bro, and they were fucking like laying on the ground. It was crazy.
Oh, and dude, you reminded me. I forgot about the Ellenberger KO. That was such a fucking filthy elbow, Mike, bro.
Yeah, and he reminded me.
nothing on it. You were just right
He
there like,
reminded
do it.
me how I was never put on the rankings after
Yeah.
I knocked out number 12, and people want to
You
go
knocked him out
oh.
bad, dude. You knocked
Yeah,
him out
right?
fucking bad.
But you know
That
when
one-
that was? That was the exact time that the switch happened from the
Reebok to ESPN.
from the brothers to Ari Emanuel and WMEIMG from
Oh,
the Fertitta brothers to WMEIMG. It was right at the same time as the switch, and they were like, you know what? Fuck Mike. We're not going to fucking put him in the top 12.
That's so bizarre. Like, dude, you knocked him. You should have been 15 bare minimum. Because like
I
it
should have
wasn't
been
even a long fight, and then you.
I should have been number fucking 12. And I fought number 10, and I fought number 8. And then guys that I fought are now like number 5, number 6.
See, I feel like the rankings is something that you get into like we get into like the whole business versus like, should it be like a league? Number 2 always fights number 1, or is it more business? And the only thing I have a problem with that is like, there's obvious like choices to make sometimes that are obvious, but dude, it's just never going to be crystal clear. Like, I beat 12, I should beat 12. It's never going to be like that. I don't know where the middle line is. You know what I mean? I don't know how that ever gets fixed. Bellator tried by bringing in outsourcing their rankings to like journalists. It's better, but not much. Doesn't result in like match or rankings based matchmaking.
Well, Bellator's not a thing anymore.
Well, they are for a year. We'll see. Oh yeah. Oh God. We're gonna get into a whole more shit. Should we close it down and go watch Thursday Night Football, boys?
Let's do that. Mac, why
Let's
don't you
do
lay
that.
this out, homeboy?
All right. This was 18. All right. Overdogs, episode 18. Another banger, boys. Mike, go Lions. Ice Bags. Follow us all on social media. Overdogs Podcast. Mike Platinum Perry. Ice Bags. You know what it is. Don't follow me. You'll regret it. And then, we're on Apple now. So make sure you check us out on Apple. We're streaming everywhere. No excuse not to listen to this shit. Just had another champ on here. That's it, boys. Happy holidays. Oh, well, I hope everyone had happy holidays, and the new year has started well for you as well. By the time this comes out, it'll definitely be 2024.
Yep.
Happy New Year, boys. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's Platinum Mike Perry here with Overdogs Podcast, Kenpai Media, and I'm excited to announce that we have our winner for the John Jones giveaway. It goes to, drumroll please, McDane MMA. Shout out McDane MMA. He wins a signed glove by the one and only Johnny Bones Jones. Shout out to McDane MMA, man.
This podcast episode was brought to you by Overdogs Bet. Sign up today for early beta access and free play at overdogsbet.com/beta.